afternoon, everyone. How are we on this beautiful, beautiful Monday? Now, just checking in here to make sure that I can be with you and I can see your comments so that I know that you're here. So, pardon me while I do a little bit of preparation there. Hopefully that's got that sorted and we won't have any interruptions. So, let's see. As you come in, please do say hello. I'd love to be able to say hi to you by name, and also let me know where you're coming in from, because I'm coming to you from Perth, Western Australia, and it's jolly dashed wet over here today. So let me see any of your comments and what might be going on for you. For those of you who are coming back to me after being with me on the Expo yesterday, the online global spiritual alternative Expo, which was a fantastic day. I had a ball. So if you're joining me again today, thank you. If you are joining me for the first time today, may I introduce myself as I would ask you introduce yourself, and I'm just keeping an eye on this comment list over here. And also on the phone, so I'm kind of here and there, everywhere. And the totem for me is the owl, so really no surprise that I'm here, there and everywhere. And as I say to my students of life and my students that embark on healing and learning how to self-heal, learning how to live a glorious life, meaning one that's harmonious and a happy heart, a calm mind, who doesn't need one of them? Don't ever tell me something that isn't quite right, because after all, I am the owl and I see all. So if we haven't met before, welcome. My name is Gwenda. I'm an authentic seer, graced with the gift of being able to see all that is not visible in the third dimension world, and healer, authentic messenger, and wise sage. So if you've got questions today, if there's anything that I can help you with today, pop your question in the comment box there and I will try and keep up with them as much as I can. But what is it that we would like to talk about today? Well, you know, the news is full of stuff we don't really want to know about. It's not good for you anyway. And from an energetic point of view or an energetic level, living an aligned life means that you live harmoniously. It means that you get a chance to live your life to the beat of your drum, being to the beat of your heart, instead of that of everyone else. So, how are you going with being able to live this life for yourself? Now, being one who can see between the worlds, different life forms, entities, energies, demons, you name it, that's all my party. It's really quite amazing for me to see how people get bogged down in the falseness of the third dimensional world. And when you get bogged down in there, you become framed by everyone else's expectations. You fall into the trap of judgment, being judged, feeling judged, judging others. And all of this really takes you away from your own truth. It takes you away from really being able to connect with who you are. And that's really what's so very important. I was going to, hello, you are all there. Thank you so much. It's tricky, this technology stuff. You know, I go between the worlds and things, but this technology. Darls Wickman, hello. Kat Rogers, hi. That's good, Kat. Darls, and thanks for being here. Hi, Ray. Hi, Jessica from Queensland and Melbourne. I love Melbourne, Ray. Sydney, you're beautiful there today, hey? You were getting thrashed the other week. And Sylvia, hi. Hi from the Central Coast. Rosemary, hi today. Good to see you back. And Diana, nice to have you back today. Karen, g'day everyone. I'm so glad your messages were there. How odd. They were coming up on the screen for the Expo yesterday, perfectly fine, but not today. So let's have a look and see your current journey. Thank you for these great questions. Jessica Usherwood, back it off. Keep some love in your heart for yourself. This man that you're hoping will be open to receiving your love, that's going to be hard work, my girl, hard work. Better off that you put plenty of love into your own cup, give him a little and let him deal with it. But I'm sorry to say, I see him walking away. He will come back, but it's going to be hard for you. So revisit what it is that you would like from this relationship. Ray Louise, heal your stomach issues. Ray Louise, if I go straight into the main part of your abdomen, it's actually your spleen that is bringing about the disturbance, and also your pancreas. So your system is not able to really regulate the amount of insulin that it releases out into the body. And no, this is not a diabetic issue. This is just the way that you are dealing with what's called the sweetness of life. So have a look at how you are receiving love and kindness to yourself. You've got quite a block there with being able to receive love and kindness with ease. You always feel that you have to give something back. And you're also looking for, it coming back to you. When you've given love, you've given kindness, you're kind of waiting for it to come back to you. And this is causing an imbalance in your pancreas, so you'll find that sometimes you get quite hot in your body, and then you have the cravings for sugar and all those kind of foods, although you do have quite a strong want for salty stuff, and this is the body trying to align itself, trying to correct that imbalance. The spleen, really important to get the spleen sorted out. The spleen represents overthinking, procrastination, and it brings too much moisture into the body when the spleen is overworked in the way that you have it going on there. So really need to revisit your sense of accepting kindness in particular, and welcoming love without a fear that you have to give something back when it's been given to you. When you work those things out, Ray Louise, that's going to help your tummy tremendously. Your spine has actually got some swelling in it at the moment, but there's no serious issues. It is more about sorting out how you're feeling about life. Your current journey, Dales Wickman, pardon me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Your journey is like looking at a cobblestone road that's actually got some holes in it. Now all of this is like you trying to put a new garden in, meaning your life, around a whole lot of obstacles. So Dales, you're trying to fit into a life of everyone else instead of planting your life. So all of these obstacles that are represented by this path that is like a cobbled pathway with holes, that is everyone else's life around you, and you're trying to be like a garden, beautiful garden flower that's trying to fit in among all of that. You need to clear everyone else's crap out of the way and really jump into what you want from your life, and that you don't really know at the moment. So spend a bit of time thinking about what you really want in your life, how you want your life to be. Kat Rogers, 6 months. 6 months it will take for you to actually find a place to move to, and you better be ready, because when you find it, you're going to need to move rapidly. Hi Marlene from Bateman's, New South Wales. Lovely spot, that. Angela Bebb, are you going to feel better anytime soon? Sorry, Angela. make me laugh. You know, there's a favourite word of mine, choice. We all have choices. So what is it that you would like to feel better about? It's not what would you like to feel better as in being unwell. There is a big block with you because you are very unsettled about a particular relationship in your life and how that is going at the moment. That is what's making you feel unwell. So when you sort out what it is that you would like to be well about, you're going to feel a whole lot better. Your blood is a little bit on the thickened side at the moment. You need to be very careful with what you're eating. Stay away from really stodgy, fatty kinds of foods because your blood's a little bit too thick and it's too slow, which means your heart is under pressure. And this again comes from your sense of where you're at, what you're feeling about relationship around you. So visit that and do some really deep diving with that. Anna Iva, no. I hope you like directness. In a nutshell, a love interest available soon. No, because you're not. You're really not available in yourself. You're like someone looking through the candy store and looking at all the different candies. Thanks very much for the thumbs up and the love hearts. Really appreciated, everyone. You're looking around the candy store and Iva and pick this one up, no, put it back, this one up, put it back. So you're actually undecided on what it is that you want by way of love and what it is you want from the relationship. When you decide which one of those candies you want to pick up, and this isn't like being on that ridiculous show, you know, Bachelor or whatever it's called. This is a lot more serious. Thank you so much for the love hearts, it's beautiful. So it's like a big waterfall of them. So you need to sort out which one of those lollies you want to pick up and hold on to. You have a very big heart and sometimes you just give too much of it, love. Lucky for everyone else, but you've got to be able to give it in the right place, right? Yvonne, welcome. You're new and from Swan Hill in Victoria. Well, welcome to the show. How lovely to have you here. Wonder, how did you find us? Did you pop into the Expo over the weekend or were you trolling around having a look to see what's around about? It's not a nice word, is it? And trolls aren't nice either. But welcome, Yvonne. You're welcome, Jessica. Yes, Marlene, I'm extremely well. Florine, hello. Good day to you too. Well, there you go, Ray. And I practice traditional Chinese medicine with my clients, and you've confirmed that a Chinese practitioner has talked about your spleen. Really need to look at your procrastination and overthinking. Guidance. Leanne Embleton, VD Walt, where is that? Or is that your full surname, Leanne? Pardon me, I'm not always sure where places are. Thanks, Leslie, and welcome. Sylvia. Okay, love some guidance. I'm glad you didn't ask for the lotto numbers there, Leanne, because, you know, I'd save them for myself and then share it out. So, some guidance. Okay, let's see what guidance we have for you, Leanne. Right, it's like a deck of cards falling in front of you and you're standing back. So you are actually in a place of limbo at the moment and you're just stuck. You're just stuck there looking around you, really have no idea which way that you want to go. I'm going to ask you to stay in that place. Make like you're in a hammock on a beautiful island and swing in that hammock and enjoy it, because nothing's moving fast for you just yet. You are in a place of rest. A limbo time is a place of being able to reflect, being able to look around to what is actually present. So you reflect and you go to the present world and then decide where it is you want to go from there. You see, you've been in crossroads for the last 3 months. You're right smack in the middle of them and there's no hurry. You might think there's no hurry. You've got another 2 months of sitting in that hammock. So make the most of it. Have a look back, so a little bit of a reflect. Don't go back, just reflect back. and then have a look at what's going on around you now and decide then what you want to take from where you've been, what you want to take from where you are, and go forward. You do not have any options other than going forward. Now, sometimes there are the left and right, and I call them the crab dance, but you don't have that going on. You have one path going forward when you're ready. Another couple of months and all will be good, Leanne. Leslie, everyone's favourite topics, love and finances. Did you know how intertwined they are, Leslie? Love and finances actually mooch in together, and it's when we have enough of our own abundance that both love and finances flow with the greatest of ease. Oh, it sounds ever so easy, doesn't it? But it's just not. Understanding love, understanding what you want of love, and how to be loved, how someone can love you, that's so important for love to be able to be a constant for you and for it to be the love that your heart desires, and that goes for everyone. And then finances, well, finances, you know, the funny thing about money is when you have a really awesome relationship with money, and by that you need to understand what it represents to you. So when you have tuned into yourself and really found out what money really means to you, so if your first word comes as stress or worry or, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to manage in the coming months, then you're coming from a space of what is called the lack, so a lack space, and you'll also be lacking in the love environment. So bringing yourself into alignment and being able to work out your relationship with money, it will flow. Now, I teach this, but I've also lived it for many years, and I can promise you it works. So really take the time to learn more about your relationship with money, where you see it, where you fit with it. Have a look at your hands. Have you got big gaps between your fingers when you just hold your hands up? Oh my, that is emotions that run away easily with you, and so does money. No, Sylvia, Helen, you're staying put for a little while. Don't get too excited about moving. You're actually not going anywhere just yet. Ray Louise, thank you so much. I'm sorry, darling. Love you to the moon and back too. You know, let those emotions come on up and let them come out, because otherwise you stemify it down into the body and it disturbs all the cells of your body, and that's how we start to get discord and soreness and inflammation. So I'm glad it's resonated, but let those emotions come forward, and then tell yourself how much you really care for you, how much you love you. You'll feel so much better. Jenna, I will ask if he's available to come in. I welcome him to come in and see if right there with you. Just landed right beside you, Jenna. He's on your right shoulder right now. He also has a bird with him, feathered bird. He's just come straight into you to answer you. He says that you need to take so much more care in everything that you're doing in every day. You're not paying attention when you're doing things. You're too easily distracted, Jenna. So you've got to come back into the present. Your dad is worried about you with that, because you're making mistakes, very easy mistakes, and even like down bumping yourself, running into things, forgetting, dropping stuff. Your dad is concerned about you, and he asks that you just bring yourself back into yourself and know that he is there. He will help you as much as he can. He's also making comment about your mum, and there needs to be some clear out of the throat. So there is some unspoken hurt that is sitting there with you, and it is actually to do with him, but to your mum. So clear that up, Jenna, and please come back to really being aware of what you're doing in the moment. Returning all the beautiful caring and the loving hearts. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. Marlene, yes, you certainly can have a message today. You have a message from your grandmother. It's your grandmother on your mother's side of the family. Now, she says that it's time for you to really give over. Now, they're her words. So you need to give over. You have infinite patience, and you're just too patient, and she says it's time to give over. You need to get out of your own way, she's saying. So move out of your own way and let things be more the way that you would like them to be, instead of them being you fitting in for everyone else. So that's from your grandmother on your mum's side. Claire, hello to you. Thank you for joining us here. Long-term partner, possibly marriage. Claire, 16 months. 16, Claire Horsefall, 16 months' time, you have a long-term partner to come into your life. Now, for it to be marriage, that will take a little bit longer because of his heart, not his physical heart, his emotional heart. He will really need to see you in a different light for himself. You do not change. This is him being able to accept that you really will stay. So when he knows that you will stay, marriage is on the table, but he doesn't come in for another 16 months. He's very tall, by the way. You might need a little stool to stand up and give him a kiss. And he's quite a, what I would term as a straight back, so he stands very tall. You're going to need some high heels, girl, to be able to keep up with him. What are gifts I have to offer the world? Oh, Florin, that's a big call, isn't it? Well, a word on gifts you have to offer the world. One, you would have to be sitting in them very confidently from your heart, from your higher self, and be prepared to understand how you wish to work with them. But when you are gifted, you do not choose. It is already chosen for you. So understanding that while you may be aware of your gifts, the way you might think you want to use them in the world is not necessarily the way that the divine or the angels have chosen to work with you through your gifts. So it is better to sit in quiet space, silence, daydreaming, and ask for the guidance on how you are to serve with your gifts. You actually don't own them, and you don't really drive them. Not when they are born gifts. Different story. Diana, we have a spiritual group, learning and growing spiritually, working and connecting with spirit word. You'll be able to find out who my guides are. I've been getting. Oh, right. This one treads on my toes, Diana. When you obviously can't express this here, but I'm going to say to you that to reach out and be calling for spirit, I can only hope that you have been taught how to protect yourself, how to protect the area, how to protect your crown chakra, who to call upon, how to converse with them, how to know the difference between what spirit is really talking to you, to whom you think you're talking to. There is a lot that goes with this. As I say, this treads on my toes. It's a very, what's the right word? It's a dangerous thing to be playing in. When it comes to your guides, you have only but to meditate. Now, meditation is not as simple as, breathe in, breathe out, and hum. Meditation is a very deep practice, and it does actually take time. But when you want to connect with your guides, if you use a candle, if you use a sacred space, and you let them know that you wish to sit with them and have them come to you, they will always respond. As for speaking to spirit, I'd have to ask you why you want to do that, and be very clear about why you want to do that. You really need to understand who you're talking to. Work more with working with your guides. Work more with understanding the message and the guidance from your guides. That's what your life will benefit from and will keep you safe. I hope that's helped. Angela, yes, you've really turned yourself upside down. You've got a lot of nervous energy here. Your heart is working overtime. Your beat is too fast. It's also irregular. And you are pumping out far too much hydrochloric acid in your stomach, and that's what's making you feel so very unwell. Sweetheart, you really need to give yourself time to centre and be calm. Focus on what you can see in front of you that is real and what is actually taking place right at the moment. So if you're making a cup of coffee, get lost in the cup of coffee. If you're having a conversation, make sure the conversation is helpful for you. If it's a fear-based or it's a fretful conversation, back out of it. You really need to come back to your own personal power and start driving yourself from a place of strength and believing that everything is going to be okay. You're projecting into a fear space, and that's what's bringing all this extra activity. Easy enough to fix, my girl. Hi, Johnny Retro. I am very well, thank you. Yep, good one. Good choice. About time. You should have changed it about 6 months ago. 7. We actually bought a choice and opportunity to you 7 months ago, Johnny Retro, but you didn't take it. So you are about to change. Now it's going to be a rocky start. Hang on and just keep going. It will smooth out, and it'll end up being quite good. You will have an opportunity of moving sideways, not upwards but sideways. The sideways move will actually be better for you, even though there's no great whoop-de-doo bells and everything's with moving sideways. It means a shift of energy, a shift of people that you're around, and that's what's going to matter. Hello, Anthea. Hi to you. Oh, that's beautiful, Marlene. Thank you for sharing. What does the feather mean? That's him. That's actually come from the heavens. It's just letting you know that there is support for you, there is love for you, and that you are being watched over. So you have been asking if you're going to be okay. You've been asking out of worry that you're not going to be here for much longer, and also concerned about another female, a young female nearby to you. I don't want to say daughter, it's not daughter. So this worry with you is about mortality, basically, and you're being shown that you are in the care of angels. So you're not going anywhere anytime soon, and that you are being looked after. From your dad, that's really sad, isn't it? And I'm sorry that he took that path, couldn't find a way out of anything. But the really lovely news is that he has actually been collected from the emptiness, which is where he went to because of his choice. And by that I mean his choice of belief. So he's been collected from there, and he's actually been reunited with family, but they are grandparents to him. That he knew in his lifetime, not so much to you, but he's there and he's doing really well now. So blessings to you. Enjoy that feather. Enter your second time. Second request to enter, yes. First time, no. Hi Joe. Hi Jordana. How are you? Thank you for watching. All right, thanks, Leanne. Melbourne, well, blessings to you, love. Keep smiling, stay strong, see through the falseness. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. Terrific. You're welcome, Claire. Marina, good afternoon. Fancy seeing you pop in here. And how lovely, what a nice surprise. Let's see, a message. Message in a bottle, message in a feather, message in a potion. That's what would be best for you, wouldn't it? Let me come back to you, Marina. No, Yvonne, sometimes, thanks again for the love hearts. Everyone is beautiful, and I return them. The massage for you, Yvonne, was only a stepping stone. So you're going to find that there is the likes of a complementary course that's going to take you a little bit further into being able to do that work. Now, the thing here with massage for you is it's too exhausting, and also you have got inflammation in your elbows, also in your wrists. So massage is actually not possible for you to have long term until you sort out a lot about your own worth and worth of yourself. Then you'll be right. Marina, for you, darling, there is some major shift coming up for you. The Tower is being shown here for you, and no, everyone, I don't do cards. The Tower is being shown to me here, meaning, of course, as you know, everything falling away for there to be newness for you. Marina, this is also coming to your heart. So the falling away in your heart is really about some shedding that does need to be done there. Some of this is current. So there is some disappointment for you that there's someone that came in and got close to you through your work. So this is looking more like someone you've connected with through your work, and like you got close to them where you normally wouldn't step quite as close as you did with this person, and now your heart has been somewhat hurt. It's looking a bit like crumpled cellophane paper. So this shedding is shedding that person and being able to restore yourself, restore your heart back to a place of equilibrium when it comes to loyalty and being able to trust. So these are the things that have been affected through this relationship. There is a sourness with that person. It doesn't matter. It's not yours to carry. Let them go. Let them go on their way, and you'll find everything is much smoother for you in your heart. Also, from a physical perspective, Marina, right hip for you, there is inflammation in the actual capsule of your right hip. Use heat. No pressure, use heat and gentle massage on that area to ease that inflammation down, and you'll feel a whole lot better. It is inside the capsule of the hip, so it's not something that jarring and things is going to be helpful for. Be careful with that, Marina. Shana, hello, how do you do? Shana, bring yourself back to, thank you so much for the waterfall of love hearts. Shana, bring yourself back to a place of really embracing everything that is beautiful about you and for you, because there's just too many tears around your heart. There's too many tears of feeling like you've failed, don't seem to be able to get over things easily, and as if, you know, if you're in a hurdles race, God, I used to hate the hurdles. If you're in a hurdles race and you clip a hurdle, it stumbles and then you stumble more. That's how things in your life have been feeling for you. So really need to bring yourself back to a place of being able to accept graciousness to yourself. Now everyone, please let me know if you suddenly can't hear me or can't see me, because I see on the screen that it's gone black and they're saying that they're having trouble playing this video. So, you know, don't know with Facebook what on earth is going on. Oh, you're very welcome, Leanne, very welcome. Thank you for your feedback and your love hearts. Susie Walk, yep, Shana, just been there to you. Yeah, Susie, you've got a lot of block. You're also very susceptible to throat disruptions, throat infections. You've got a lot of blockage in your throat chakra. You need to really, you need to really clear that out. And most of it, funnily enough, is to yourself. So start to really say nice things to yourself rather than being very harsh on yourself and beating yourself up. You know, life's too short to do that, love. So let things go. Oh, there's that damn song again. Let things go. But let them go by the by so that you can really enjoy. Hello, Elsie. How are you today? Lovely to see you. Hello, Shabda. Oh, thank you, Ray. That's lovely. Donna from the US, how do you do? Nice to have you here. Thanks so much for being here. Donna, yes, let's see what we've got for you. Donna, you're actually coming up towards a split in your pathway of life. So having a split in your pathway of life means that you've got two options coming. It's better than four, right? But this means that for a little while you're going to feel as if you are jumping from one side of the path to the other, and this is only because you will yet to have set your mind to which option you want to take. Lucky for you, the two options allow you to be able to switch and change, but in 3 months' time you must make a decision on which pathway it is that you want. Now, this is very much around work and the way that work comes to you. So thinking about what it is that you want to be doing for the next few years. Only the next few years, nothing beyond that, and that's only because there's more change then, right? Don't panic about that. So this split in your pathway is to bring you new options, because you've been asking what have I got out there, what's available. So we bring to you split in your pathway so you can choose. Being business. Shabna, it needs a little bit more time. You need a little bit more preparation, and also the venue that you're going to looking around. It's actually not sitting on what would be called the healing water of Mother Earth. It's sitting on more of a toxic runway of water. So where you want to go and be for your well-being business, you need to really take a pendulum with you, a water diviner, even a piece of twig that's split in the end, and hold on to that and watch how it goes down. The water wave will talk to you. You won't have to call to it. You just allow yourself to follow the pendulum and move away from that. When you also are a little bit more specific on what it is that you want in that wellness business, as in how is it going to serve you, then you're going to find your path much, much easier. Hi, Naomi. Medishana. Thank you for coming in, Naomi. Lovely to have you here, legs. Naomi, you've actually got some issues in both legs. Lucky you've only got two, isn't it? The valves in your major arteries in your legs are not actually functioning properly, so you are getting a mix-up of oxygenated blood in there, and also swelling. You're retaining fluid, and this is because there is an issue in your circulatory system. You really need to get yourself moving more, and at the same time, when you go and have any kinds of massage, make sure they massage back towards the heart, particularly on your legs. Don't let anyone drag down your legs. That is really not helpful for the veins of your legs with the little... Sorry, I'm just looking. With the valves in the main part of your lower leg. So take a little bit more care there, please. Hi, Kim. Lovely to see you yesterday. Marlene. Thank you, Marlene. That is really beautiful. Really appreciate that. And yes, she is a beautiful Nana too. Leonie, there's always messages. Do you listen? So, see, this is the thing. We get busy in the busyness of life and don't hear our messages. And our poor guides are like, oh, Lord, try and try. Yeah, so for you, Leonie, no, you can't turn back the clock. You know, that's the one thing that we cannot do in this world, is turn back the clock, go back in time. We can certainly hold ourselves caught in the past, but we can't actually go back there and change anything. And for you, need to be able to let that clock roll forward and bring yourself forward. Let yourself be more aligned with what it is that's around you right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. There's someone else barking in your ear as well, and they put far too much pressure on you about the shoulds, the shouldn'ts and coulds. It's not going to help you. So you really need to bring yourself back to being present with yourself and being in the now. Can't change the past, darling, and it's no good trying to live there either. So here comes that song again, Let It Go. I hate that line, you know. Denise around. Is a step forward after a time of illness. No, Denise, too early for you to step forward, I'm afraid, my girl. There is still recovery time needed. Not all of the structures within you are fully healed yet. You actually need to take more time to heal, which means you've got to be more patient. Not really one of your strengths, is it? So you've got to give yourself more time to let your body fully recover. You can do simple things in planning, like putting them down on paper, and do little things in getting ready to move forward, but actually going anywhere just yet, no, you need to wait. Okay, no, don't think so. Been to you, Donna. Michelle, Temple Forest. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Yeah. Calcification. You're very good at making little rocks, little calcification, like salt rocks, you know. Michelle E. Temple Forest. Talking to you, darling. So making little calcified rocks in your kidneys. Fortunately for you, your kidneys do a very good job of breaking them down before they become anything serious. But the thing about this is really you getting yourself pent up in trying to do too much for other people, and also taking on other people's stuff. Now I see that you work in the realm of the spiritual world. You need to be a little bit more attuned to leaving the monkey with its own circus. You know, if you do something for someone, you go away and you worry about what more you could do for them and how you could help them more. But this is where you're creating a disturbance in your kidneys. There is also fluctuations of just a bit too much heat in your liver. So be very mindful of the way that you are storing your feelings about the work that you're doing with and around people. You're very welcome, Johnny Retro, very welcome. Katrina Lee, in a nutshell, no. I hope you all like very direct answers. I don't mess around, I don't do the fluff stuff. So, back, in essence, go back. Whenever we go back to something or back on something, we're backtracking ourselves. So if there is unfinished business in a relationship or unfinished business in something to do with work, it's never about that place or that role. It's to do with yourself and what it is that you didn't quite learn while you were there. With your childcare work, Katrina, no, you're done there. You need to expand more on being able to do things that are more creative around children, not child care. So look into things that you really enjoy, that are creative, that you can have fun with, because you're a tremendous help around kids. You've got a beautiful kid energy yourself, and you bring such a lot of joy to them. So find things that you love to do for them. Whoops, sorry, trying to drive this Jolly Dash thing here. Yeah. Just be very careful, Deanna. Leanna McDonald, I hope I pronounced that correctly, and my apologies if I haven't, love. Wow, that's a long time back, hey, but that's what happens with ancestral healing. And I just want to add something in there for all of you. When you venture down the path of healing, doing soul fragmentation, or, you know, healing past lives, ancestral healing, always make sure that you come back to the present. You know, yes, we do bring stuff from past lives only because we haven't finished with it. We do have what I call stamping effect from the ancestors, but when you understand it's not yours and it's not yours for this life, you can cut those cords and get rid of it. It doesn't belong with you. What is important is the way that you are living this life. You are in this life now, and that's what matters. You know, people I work with from all around the world, the number of them that get caught up in looking into the past stuff and looking into the ancestral stuff, but they are still suffering in this world. And the reason they're suffering in this world is because of the way they're conducting this life. If you have the presence, the real impact of an ancestor that is wrong of them, and it can be released. You came to this world to experience it for your soul's learnings, for your soul's experiences. You didn't come to be dragged back to the past. Now, I'm not saying that those things don't have a place. What I'm saying is, if you want real healing and you want to be able to make this life work the way that you want it to be, and everything your heart desires, be here now. Learn about yourself in this life. Learn about who you are, how your values are. Do you live your values? Understand yourself. When you understand yourself in this life and you live to your values, you don't compromise them. When you understand what love is and what healing is for you, guess what? It ricochets out. Remember, you are an energy being and you are eternal. So anything you change here changes out there. Same as stuff you hoard here will go out to your etheric body or bounce back in again. So be more aware of how you are aligned in this life. And that's where the magic happens, and that's where deep healing happens. With the greatest of respect to those that run ancestral healing and all that, it has its place, but the greatest healing comes from being here, now. Wow, nearly time for me to go. Gia Brown, hello, thank you. See if anything comes through for you. Jordana, it was denied for good reason. You'd be very glad. I know it seems disappointing at the moment, but you'll actually be very glad. There was things in that contract that would not have served you well, would have actually put you into a lot of financial difficulty in as little as 3 months. Let it go, start over again, start fresh. This time really set out what it is that you want by way of a contract, what it is that's going to work for you, and the guides will bring it for you. Hello, Beverly. Oh, Beverly, I'm awesomely good. How about yourself? Never had a connection with me? Oh my goodness me, we'll just have to look into that, won't we, Beverly? Wow. Singing, horses, goodness me, some interesting noise around you, Beverly. Oh, thank you, Chaya, for letting me know, and Rosemary. Sal, Sal, Panu, thank you, great question. Migraines and headaches, particularly migraines, represent your inability to be able to feel that you have control, to feel that you're able to be heard, to be understood. They also represent a stagnation, so a stagnation of energy in your thought process. for yourself when you step into a fear mindset. I know it sounds terrible, doesn't it? But when you step into worry, put it that way, when you step into worry and panic and you can't see your way out, I can't see my way clear out of this, that brings migraines. On a physiological level, migraine means that the blood flow has been stymied, all the blood lines through the brain have slowed down or been squished, if you like, put in simple terms. So you get constriction in them, and that brings pain. You really need to be asking yourself what it is that you're fearful of, and is it real? Because anything you're projecting forward that isn't actually happening right now, it's not real. Be mindful, you can bring it into being real. Okay, Beverly French, I want to go back to you because there is some twisted energy in your lower back. So this isn't showing up in your physical, it is showing up in your energy body. And what it means is that you're getting yourself twisted up about someone else close to you. This is a heartfelt relationship. You are trying to support them and they are not receiving the support that you're trying to give. You know why? Because they don't want to hear it. So you are twisting yourself up down your spine, feeling like, I just don't know what more I can do for you. Well, thing is, you can't do any more for them. They're not wanting to receive what you're trying to give, and it's just binding you up down your spine. Now, when we have blockages in our energy body, be careful, it will come into the physical. It is a warning. So you are overextending yourself. Really need to take a long, strong look at you. Back off with your support. Give yourself more support. Allow yourself also in the shower to let the shower run over your back and really see that as a beautiful releasing waterfall. Get that twist out of your energy body. Oh, thank you, Chaya. Yep, great. Well, everybody, I do my best to keep up with the messages. Thank you, Michelle. That's awesome. I only know how to be that, Michelle. Tough for some people to take, but that's me. So I'm sorry if I missed you. I have put my how to connect with me and information on the side there for you. So if you'd really like to have a full session, you're more than welcome to book it. If you're ready to step into learning to live an enlightened and aligned life, meaning everything aligns for you and you know how to drive your life, you know how to be the master of your life, I'm taking my second intake into the Soul Mastery Collective on the 1st of September. And I only take small groups because I'm only interested in making sure that I'm able to really work with you. I'm not interested in big numbers. So if you would like a spot in the Soul Mastery Collective, jump on quickly. There's actually not too many left, 3 in fact. So that's an opportunity for you to be with me and for me to help guide you more in your life and bring this world to be everything you deserve it to be. Learning how to self-heal, learning to understand the energy lines of the body, how you work with food, everything. It's jam-packed. Can't wait. And until then, what else can I offer you? So my different links are there for you to connect. Oh yes, the Soul Mastery Collective, when you go and visit the website, it is listed in US dollars. If you let me know where you're from, in Australia it will be in Australian dollars. Okay? Thank you so much for being here with me today. I've had a wonderful time with you all. I'm sorry if I didn't get to you. Hopefully I'll get to see you next week. I'm here every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Perth time. So that is, I think, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. So, thanks, Beverly. That's awesome. Thank you, Tina. Only way I know to be, I'm afraid. So, it's beautiful. Thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing you next week or catching you in the Soul Mastery Collective. Ciao for now.